So Oliver, let's take a look at
All right, when you're ready, give it a
your
go.
punting here from the other day.
Do a real punt.
All right, little
All
wobbler
right, let's do another.
behind view here. Let's see what we can see. Slow it down. First thing that I see is there's not a lot of energy. Punt is not a race. It is absolutely under control, but your steps are so casual here that I don't know that you're getting. I mean, you need to get a lot of your weight and a lot of that whip into this ball to get distance. So,
When you're
right,
ready.
mechanics of get a good drop, get a good leg contact with the ball, and get good leg extension. So you get pretty good leg extension. So again, I'm looking here. Does that drop? Is it just a drop, or are we lifting just a little bit? How much distance do we have between when we start to let go of the ball to the ball? That's how much time we've got to make this thing happen. And now kicking through, and we got a bunch of wobblers, not any launching pad
All
jobs.
right, when you're ready to
and
go.
I want to see more and more of that. Okay, part of it is how you're holding. You've got smaller hands, so you need to be under the ball. But you'll see, I'm going to give you a link to some of the older guys and where they ultimately end up. And the more that you can move your hand to the side, probably the better. But right now, you just want to. It's almost like you're spending too much time with one hand, where you could be on two. So a little less time between ball dropping here and ball hitting foot there. But that's a nice position, and then you can see your leg bends as opposed to having enough flexibility to let that follow through continue. All right, let's go at side view number 2. So again, you can see that one, I think your foot got a little sloppy.
Yards.
It doesn't stay solid. Then I'd give you the soccer ball for the chance to just power through it, but it still should be power straight forward. Well, sure enough, because we get that hip turn, guess where the ball goes? Right where your shoulders and where your energy was going. So trying to hang on as much as you can. There's a natural turn. We talked about that, right? That's a little bit more of a natural turn, but again, we're not getting everything that we can into this ball. So step, here comes next step. And now I'd like to see, let's go and get this thing right here. You come off the ground just a little bit. That's the right idea, but you've got more to give. And this lean back, that's fine. But the nose of the ball was not coming off like a turnover ball. I wonder if right now you benefit more by a little bit more turn in the ball, a little bit more of a 45-degree angle. Now we bring out the soccer ball to do a rugby punt to give you the idea of, I really want to belt this. And so you do. But typical, we don't quite hit the spot of the ball that we want. That's a long time, kind of a toss-up of the ball. That's a great hit, but ball going off to the right and sort of sliding off a foot. So now we bring out the football to the next one, and I like your positioning on it. I think this is all good. I think it's just a case of you getting comfortable with trying to hit that slightly bottom half of the ball and get that backward tumble. So we take our steps, extend it out further. It's a little further back, extend it out. Now we hit inside on that panel, and we get this wobbler going left. Yep, I wanted you to kick through the posts, but this should have more height and more direction. Not bad in total.
Right.
So again, here we are. We're trying to kick a rugby field goal. This is always good, whether it's traditional or rugby. And drive through the ball closer to the bottom of that ball. Kind of comes off just as like a knuckleball, which again in rugby, the neat part is there's almost not a bad way to hit it, but you could get more height, more backspin on this ball, and more directional control as you go through it.
Whoa, just a little side.